Hey everybody. Today I'm going to be testing out just a little bit of a 5-minute movie review. Just kind of throw that out. So, what I ended up watching yesterday was The King's Man, the prequel to The Kingsman and The Kingsman 2. And actually, there was no need for that and there. That was actually a complete sentence. Eh. We all need work. So, just to start over, reviewed The Kingsman, which was the prequel to the Kingsman movies 1 and 2. My opinion on the Kingsman movies, the original one was actually pretty solid, I thought. Remains very watchable and had a very, very nice overall clear running theme, even though it did dip its way into cliche a little bit. But, based off a comic, what you gonna do, really? They're pretty much written as cliche. With regard to The King's Man, though, it was a prequel that really didn't need to be done, at least as near as I can tell. There were some very excellent choice bits, without a question. Some of the fight choreography was great. There was an especially uh, choreo- fabulously choreographed fight with Rasputin, which included a tremendous amount of Russian dance, bolting about the room, multiple different weapons. It was delightful. Unfortunately, it was the only real high point in what was otherwise a relatively drab, somewhat dour, and needless prequel to something that really didn't even deserve a sequel, honestly. I can understand the desire to do so, the desire to set up the foundation in the story as to where such a great organization had come from, but this really didn't answer a lot of questions. It introduced characters that unfortunately didn't really contribute to the overall theme, even though they're theoretically the catalyst for the theme. There were multiple characters who could have been much better utilized and in depth. There was a random Russian cousin who I think was supposed to figure in somewhere, but he only figured in briefly. If there were like a director's cut, it might make sense, but this movie was already a smidge over long at 2 hours and 10 minutes. I almost gave up partway through. So, if you would like to watch this, what I recommend doing, I recommend getting it. I recommend fast forwarding to the Rasputin fight scene, leaving after the Rasputin fight scene, and going and watching the original Kingsman, which all in all I think was a much better film.